Here's the tutorial for seed stitch and double seed stitch. So we'll start our pattern with the slipped stitch and garter edging. Make one left. And then all you're going to do is alternate your knits and your purls on the setup row, and then when we get to the back, we'll see how to make that match. So we're going to knit one, bring it to the front, and purl one, bring it to the back. And continue knitting one and purling one all the way to the end, and you'll just end at whatever stitch you end at. It doesn't really matter. All right, make sure you leave yourself 3 garter stitches for your edge. Make sure you remember to make one right when you get over to this side. Here's our knit 3. All right, ready for the back. So the only thing you have to do on the back is to make sure that whichever stitch you see, you knit the other one. So we'll have a good look at our back stitches. The end stitch will not always be a good gauge to find out what you should do, because when we add one on the end, it will always look like a purl. It doesn't always need to be a purl. So I'm going to look up here a little bit and remember that for seed stitch, we're alternating. So if I see a knit here, which I do, there's the V coming down. If I see a knit, that one should be a purl, should be a knit, because I see the purl there, should be a purl, should be a knit. So that's how I know which one to start this on to go back down the row. And you can check and make sure you're on. There's the V, and so I'm purling it. There's the purl bump, and so I'm knitting it. All right, I finished the back side. Here we are on the front again. Knit our slip and knit our 3 in garter. Add our make one left, and look at the first stitch. The first stitch is a knit, and the next one is a purl. So we need to make sure this knit gets a purl on top of it. So no matter what you see, you knit the opposite to make seed stitch. All right, so here we are on our back next, and I will show you how sometimes the back doesn't actually line up. There's our 3 garter stitches. You'll see we have 2 purls in a row. That's because the one we make will always look like a purl back here, no matter where the rest of the pattern landed. So when there's a couple of purls, I always look up a few stitches to make sure that I know what that one should be started out on. So here I see a knit, so I know I have to purl it. So this, here I see a purl, so I know I have to knit it. I have to purl this one, I have to knit this one. That means I have to purl this one, even though it's a purl. By purling it again, I will reset it to match the rest of the seed stitch, so the rest will be great. So here's the purl, so I knit it. Here's the knit, and so I purl it. Moving on to double seed stitch. On the right side, it will be the same knit one, purl one that you've been doing for regular seed. On the back, in order to make it doubled, the back row is going to actually match the front stitch, which is different than what we've been doing. Seed stitch has been alternating every other one, and this one is going to match on the back. So we'll go forward, make sure we know what stitch we're on. I see a nice big long knit here, so this one is also going to be a knit because we're doubling. This purl will also get a purl, this knit will get a knit, this purl will get a purl. So we're matching purl on purl, knit on knit, purl on purl, knit on knit. If you have done ribbing, it's exactly the same as ribbing for one row. And the new change will be on the front. So you see a knit and knit it, you see a purl and purl it. All right, the change for double seed stitch is when you get back to the front side. You can see here that I've got 2 knits on top of each other already, and 2 pearls on top of each other because on the back we matched. A little thread. So when we get back to the front again, that is where we do our change to get the new alternate set. So you want to look forward. I already made my extra there because this end one might be wonky. So here I've got 2 pearls, so I need to switch this one to knit. So moving back, switch this one to pearl, switch this one to knit. So that's where I can start. So I'm still going to knit 1, pearl 1, and on the front I am alternating what I see. These are knits and so I purl. These are pearls and so I knit. And then when you get to the back, you'll make sure and match, and that gives you 2 rows that are matching, and then every 2 rows it alternates. And that's double seed.